Welcome to Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan Vizianagaram Online Classes 2021-22. My name is P. Tejeshwari. I am working as a Maths CRT in KGBV Vizianagaram Mandal. Today's class is 8th class. Today our discussion chapter is rational numbers. Good morning children. Good morning all of you. I think all of you safe and healthy in our houses. In last class you are all learning about rational numbers and their properties. Now we recall the previous knowledge with a small rhyme. Natural numbers, where are you? I am in whole numbers. Whole numbers, where are you? I am in integers. Integers, where are you? I am in rational numbers. Rational numbers, are you? I am the combination of integers, fractions and decimals. Closure property tells where I am. Counted to tell the double number rearrangement is same. Associate to tell the triple number rearrangement is same. Identity tells mirror of us. Distributive tells A into B plus C is equal to AB plus AC. Now we discuss some more topics in rational numbers. First of all, what is rational number? Rational number is denoted as Q. Rational number means a number which is written in the form of P by Q, where PQ are integers and Q not equal to 0. In before classes, you are all learning about the representation of a integer on a number line, representation of a whole number on a number line. But now we want to know how we represent the rational number on a number line. This is the first topic in this class. What is the topic? Representation of a rational number on a number. Okay. Rational number means either it is integer or a fraction. Either it is an integer or a fraction or a decimal. First of all, how we represent a integer, you are all learning in the last classes. We know well about the representation of integers and a number line. Now we want to learn about the fractions. How we represent a rational number in a fractional form on the number line. The fractions are two types. One is proper and one is improper. First of all, representation of a proper fraction. Representation of a proper fraction. What is the proper fractions means? The numerator is less than the denominator. A number, example, a numerator is less than the denominator. If the numerator is less than the denominator, then it is a proper fraction. Always this type of fractions always lies between 0 and 1. 0 and 1. That means all proper fractions lies between 0 and 1. So we represent this type of fractions on the number line between 0 and 1. How we represent? Let us draw a number line. Take 0. This is the negative numbers is in the left side and positive is in right side. This is 1. Our number proper fraction. This is a proper fraction. That's why this number is lies between 0 and 1. We want to represent this number between 0 and 1. How we represent? What is the denominator? The denominator is 5 and the numerator is 2. The denominator is డినామినేటర్ ఎంత ఉందో అన్ని పార్ట్స్ చేయాలి. ద బిట్వీన్ 0 అండ్ 1 బిట్వీన్ ఏరియాని మనం ఏం చేయాలంటే 5 పార్ట్స్ చేయాలి. ఎన్ని పార్ట్స్ చేయాలి? 5 parts. We want to divide the middle area of 0 and 1 in equal 5 parts. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts. This is the 5 parts. Here our number is 2 by 5. In 5 parts our number is second one. That means this is 2 by 5. What is the first number? That is 1 by 5. What is the third number? 3 by 5, 4 by 5. Here 5 by 5. 5 is cancelled. That becomes 1. Therefore, our number is 2 by 5. Where is our number is 2 by 5? Here is our number is 2 by 5. This is the way of representation of a proper fraction on a number line. Always proper fractions lies between 0 and 1. So, we want to represent the proper fraction between 0 and 1. What is the denominator is the number of parts. The denominator represents the number of parts between 0 and 1. 2 numerator is tells us which part is ours. Our part is here, our part is second part. That means 5 tells us the number of parts. 2 tells the numerator tells the what is our part. The numerator tells what is our part. The denominator tells the number of parts. Okay, here all of you understand. Now we discuss another example of proper fraction. That means 5 by 8. It is also a proper fraction lies between 0 and 1. It is always lies between 0 and 1. Then take a number line. We want to how many? We divide the between area of 0 and 1 in equal 8 parts. 8 tells us the number of parts. Therefore, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is our part? Our part is fifth part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 5 by 8 part. First the 1 by 8, 2 by 8, 3 by 8, 4 by 8, 5 by 8, 6 by 8, 7 by 8. What is our number? Here is our number. Here is our number. This is the way of representation of a rational number on number line. This is the proper fraction representation. Next we take an improper fraction. Improper fraction. What is an improper fraction? Means the numerator is greater than the denominator. It is the improper fraction. Let us take an example. 8 by 5. 8 by 5. Here the numerator is greater than the denominator. That's why it is improper fraction. We know that every improper fraction can be changed into a mixed fraction. Every improper fraction can be changed into a mixed fraction. How we do this? Like this. Do here, we can divide 8 by 5. 5 1 the 5. The remainder is 3. So, we can write this 1 and 3 by 5. 1 and 3 by 5. This is a proper fraction. This is a proper fraction. This is an integer. This is the mixed part of the improper fraction. Now we represent this number between, here is 1. The after integer of 1 is 2. So we represent the 1 and 3 by 5 between 1 and 2. Okay. Here is 1 is the integer. 1 and 3 by 5. That means this 1 and 3 by 5 lies between 1 and 2. So we represent this number between 1 and 2. Okay. Same like before what we do before sum. Here is also doing in the same way, but there we represent the number between 0 and 1. Here we represent the between 1 and 2. Okay, we represent the number between 1 and 2. Okay. a number line 0, 1, 1. We take 2, 1 and so we can divide the parts into 5 represent the number of parts. Therefore 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 5 parts. Where is our part? Our part is 3. Third part 1, 2, 3. 3 by 5. Okay. This is 1 and 1 by 5, 1 and 2 by 5, 1 and 3 by 5, 1 and 4 by 5, 1 and 5 by 5. That means it is 2. Where is our number? This is our number 1 and 3 by 5. 1 and 3 by 5. That means 8 by 5. Here, this is the way. This is the way the improper fraction representation on a number line. Okay, I'll have to understand this. Okay, this is the way how we represent the fractions or rational numbers on a number line. All of you do many more examples on your homeworks. Then we get the more knowledge. This is the first topic of our class. Next, the second topic. The second topic of our class is the topic that is find the rational numbers between two rational numbers. Here, there are many more rational numbers between any two rational numbers. We want to find that. There are two methods to find the rational numbers between two rational numbers. For the first method is, let me discuss this topic with an examples. First we take 2 and 3. 2 and 3. 2 and 3. 2 and 3 are rational numbers. We want to find the between rationals of 2 and 3. We want to find the rationals between 2 and 3. Now we take 2, 3. We know that the mean of 2 and 3 lies between 2 and 3. The mean of 2 and 3 lies between 2 and 3. That means this is called the mean method. This method is called mean method. Now we take 2 plus 3 by 2. This is the mean of 2 and 3. Arithmetic mean. This is the arithmetic mean of 2 and 3. Arithmetic mean means the sum of two numbers and divided by 2. This is the arithmetic mean of 2 and 3. Okay. Here is 2 plus 3, 5 by 2 and 3. We know that there are many more rational numbers between two rational numbers. Here there is a rational number between two rational numbers. That is, here is also mean is there. That means 2 plus 5 by 2 by 2. Then 5 by 2 here. And in this way 5 by 2 and 3 has a mean. The mean lies between 5 by 2 and 3. So here is also 5 by 2 plus 3 by 2 lies between 5 by 2 and 3. So 2 comma 2 is a 4 plus 1, 4 plus 5, 9. 9 by 2 into 2 is 4. Here 5 by 2 comma 5 by 2. 2 3 is 6 plus 5, 11 by 2 is 4 comma 3. Okay. Here in this way we can find many more infinite rational numbers between two rational. Here 2 and 9 by 4 has a mean. The mean lies between the two rational numbers. And 9 by 4, 5 by 2 has a mean. And the mean lies between 9 by 4 and 5 by 2. And 5 by 2 and 11 by 4 has a mean. The mean lies between 5 by 2 and 11 by 4. 11 by 4 and 3 has a mean. The mean lies between 11 by 4 and 3 by 3. In this way we can extend infinite numbers and find infinite numbers between two rational numbers. This method is called the mean method. This method is called mean method. All of you understand? Okay. In this way we can discuss another example. Find the between rationals of 2 by 3 and 5 by 2. 2 by 3 and 5 by 2. Let us take 2 by 3, 5 by 2. The mean of 2 by 2 and 5 by 3 lies between 2 by 3 plus 5 by 2 by 2. 2 by 3 here 2 2s are 4 plus 5 3s are 15 by 6 into 2 comma 5 by 2. That means 2 by 3 comma 19 by 12 by 5 by 2. This is the mean of 2 by 3 and 5 by 2. This lies between 2 by 3 and 5 by 2. Now 2 by 3 and 19 by 12 has a mean and 19 by 12 5 by 2 as a mean. That means lies between them. So we can find that 2 by 3 plus 19 by 2 by 2 comma 19 by 2 comma 19 by 2 plus so 19 by 12 19 by 12 plus 5 by 2 by 2 comma 5 by 2. Now we calculate this 2 by 3 comma 12 2s are 24 plus 19 3s are 57 by 36 into 2 comma 19 by 12 comma 19 2s are 38 12 5s are 60 by 24 into 2 comma 5 by 2 2 by 3 comma then we add in 11 1 81 by 72 comma 19 by 12 comma 68 by 48 comma 5 by 2. In this way we can extend it to infinite terms. So that we find many more infinite number of rational numbers between two rational numbers in main method. The another method is find the rational numbers between two rational numbers in another method. That means example, find the between rational numbers of 2 and 3. Okay, you can do 2 and 3. 2 and 3. We can multiply that. Here the denominator is nothing, so we can take 1. The denominator is 1. We can multiply the same number with numerator and denominator, then we get a like fractions. That means same fractions. Okay. Here I will multiply with 5. Then 5 2s are 10 by 5. Here 5 3s are 15 by 5. Here is 10 by 5, 15 by 5. The denominator is same. So the in this between there are, I can write 5 rational number, that is 11 by 5, 12 by 5, 13 by 5, 14 by 5, 15 by 5. In this way we can do many more sums. This is the easy method than main method, but we want to learn the both methods. Find the rational numbers between two rational numbers. Okay, all of you understand? This is the easy method. We can multiply the same number with numerator and denominator. Then we get same denominators. So here 50, here is 10, here is 15. Between 10 and 15 there are 4 numbers. So there are 11 by 5, 12 by 5, 13 by 5, 15 by 5 lies between 2 and 3. In this way we can divide with 4 also, we can multiply with 4 also, we can multiply with 5 or 6 also, we can multiply with 7 also, any number. If any number we can multiply this, then write the between numbers. This is the another method of the finding between rational numbers. Okay, I think all of you understand. Now we do the sums in our homework. Now we do these sums in our homework. Find the between rationals of 5 and 6 in two methods. Represent 2 by 5, 8 9 by 5, 12 by 7 by 12 on number. I think all of you understand my concepts and do these sums in your homework books. Okay? Now we saw an PPT of representation of rational number on number line. Here 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2 are the proper fractions. So they lies between 0 to 1. So we can represent it between 0 and 1 like this. And 3 by 4 and minus 3 by 4 is also a proper fractions. So they are also lies between 0 and 1. We are also represent this like in the picture. Here 5 by 4 is an improper fraction. So we can change it into mixed fraction. Then it lies between 1 and 2. So we represent it between 1 and 2 like in the picture. And minus 3 by 2 is also an improper fraction. So we can change it into the mixed fraction and it is minus 1 and 1 by 2. So it is lies between 1 and 2. So we represent it like this. Now we saw an PPT of rational number between two rational numbers. By mean method, the between rational number of AB is A plus B by 2. In this way, the between rational number of 4 and 9 by 2 is 17 by 4. And the between rational number of 4 and 17 by 4 is 33 by 8. Another method, the between rational numbers of 4 and 5. Firstly, 4 and 5 written as 40 by 10 and 50 by 10. So, the between rational numbers of 40 by 10 and 50 by 10 is 41 by 10, 42 by 10, 43 by 10, so on. This is another method. We discuss another topic, that is the decimal form of a rational number. The decimal form of a rational number. Every rational number, we know that every rational number must and should be transformed into a decimal form. Integers, all integers like that 2.0, 3.0, they are also decimal numbers. Now we want to know how we represent a fraction into decimal form. Take some examples and then do the sums and you get the knowledge. Okay, first take an example of 2 by 5. 2 by 5. Here we know that 5 divides 2. 5 divides 2. We take a point, then take a 0 here. 5 cannot divide 2, so we take a point and put the 0 here. Therefore 5 4s are 20. The remainder is 0. Therefore 2 by 5 is equal to 0.4. This is the decimal form of the 2 by 4. Next, we can take that 8 by 8. This is a proper fraction. 8 by 5. Next, we can take that 8 by 5. That means 5 divides 8. 5 1 is 5. The remainder is 3. The 5 is not divides 3, so we put a point and take 0 here. 5 6 is 30. The remainder is 0. Therefore, the decimal representation of 8 by 5 is 1.6. These are all decimal. The decimal part of these are all is ending. So we take these type of decimals are called terminating decimals. These type of decimals are called terminating decimals. Okay, I have to understand these type of decimals are called terminating decimals. Terminating decimal means the decimal part of a number is ending, then it is a decimal. Terminating decimal, then it is a terminating decimal. The decimal part of a number is ending, then the decimals are called, the type of decimals are called terminating decimal. Now we take another examples. Now we take some another example, that is 1 by 1. That is 1 by 1. Here 3 divides 1. 3 cannot divide 1. Then we put a point and take a 0. These are 9. The remainder is 1. Then there is a point. Then we take a 0. These are 9. 1. Here is a point. We take an 0. This is a 9. In this way, we do many more times. The ending, there is no ending. There is no ending. The currency is not ending. Here is 3 is repeating. That means here 1 by 3 is equal to 0.333 so on. Here the decimal part of the number is not ending and the certain number is repeating. Certain number is repeating. That means here 3 is repeating and it is not ending decimal. This type of decimals are called non-terminating. Non-terminating means that this is the decimal part of the number is not ending and recurring decimals. Non-terminating, recurring decimals. Recurring means repeating. Recurring means repeating. The number certain number is repeating. So here we can take. We cannot write so many numbers. So we can take a bar on the repeating tab. Which number is repeating? We can take a bar on that number. This type of numbers are called non-terminating, recurring decimals. Non-terminating, recurring decimals. Now next we take an example. 1 by 6. 1 by 6. 6 divides 1. 0. 6 1 is 6. The remainder is 4. Here is a point. Take 0. Here is a point. Take 0. 6 6 is 36. There is a 4. Here is a point. Then take 0. 6 6 is 36. Here the 6 is continuously repeating. It is not ending. So it is also a non-terminating, recurring decimal. Here there is a bar on 6 only. There is a bar on 6 only. Therefore here 6 is repeating. So we put the bar on 6 only. This type of decimals are called non-terminating. Non-terminating means not ending. Recurring means a certain number is repeating. So this type of decimals are called non-terminating, recurring decimals. Now we discuss some more knowledge about non-terminating, recurring decimals. Non-terminating, recurring decimal. That means here we write 0.36 bar. 0.36 bar. Here we put bar on 2 numbers. Here how many numbers we put the bar is called the periodicity. How many numbers under the bar is called the periodicity. How many numbers under the bar is periodicity. How many numbers under the bar is periodicity? Which number? Under the bar is period of the decimal number. Okay, only non-terminating recurring decimals contains periodicity and period. What is periodicity? How many numbers are there in the, under the bar is the periodicity? Which number is under the bar is the period? The period of this number is 36. The periodicity of this number is 2. Okay, I'll have to understand the period and periodicity. Okay, the decimals are 2 types. What are the terminating and non-terminating recurring decimals? The decimal form of rational numbers is 2 types. What is that? Terminating decimal and non-terminating recurring decimal. Terminating means the decimal part is ending. This type of decimals are called terminating decimals. Which type of decimals are not ending and certain number is recurring, that type of decimals are called non-terminating recurring decimals. Okay, I'll have to understand this concept. Now you are all doing many more examples like this, then get a good knowledge about these topics. Okay, we discuss another fractional form of a decimal number. The fractional form of a decimal number. We know that the rational numbers, in rational numbers, the decimal numbers are two types. What are that? Terminating and non-terminating. First we take the fractional form of a terminating decimal. The fractional form of a terminating decimal. The fractional form of a terminating decimal. Let us take an example. Let us take an terminating decimal. That is 0.35. The decimal part is ending, so it is a terminating decimal. In this way, we can write the fractional form of a decimal form. Here, the numerator is 5. How many points there is? The point is between how many parts? That is 2 points between the point is. So we can take 2 zeros and put the zeros are not valuable. So we put a 1 here. Therefore, the fraction form of 0.35 is 35 by 100. Okay, let us take another example. If 3.5 is also a terminating decimal. Here the point is lies before one number. Here the point is before one number. So we can write the numerator by removing the decimal. We can write the numerator by removing the decimal. Then we can take a 1 0 here because the point lies before one number. So we can take in 1 0. The 0 is not valuable. So we put a 1 here. Therefore, the decimal representation of 3.5 is 35 by 10. First, the fraction form of a non-terminating recurring decimal. Non-terminating recurring decimal. Okay. Now we discuss the fractional form of a non-terminating recurring decimal. We discuss this topic with some examples. Let us take a non-terminating recurring decimal. That is 0.36 bar. 0.36 bar. This is a non-terminating recurring decimal. Here we know that we already discussed the periodicity of this decimal number is periodicity is equal to 2. What is the periodicity? Periodicity means how many numbers are there under the bar is the periodicity. So under the bar there is 2 numbers. Therefore the periodicity is 2. Therefore there is a method we want to solve this problem. Let us see this problem with careful. Okay. Take x is equal to 0.36 bar. That means x is equal to 0.36 so on. Here periodicity is 2. The periodicity is 1. We can multiply the x with 10. If the periodicity is 2, we can multiply the x with 100. The periodicity is 3. We can multiply the x with 1000. Here periodicity is 2. The periodicity is 2. X multiplied with 100. If 1, multiply x with 10. If 3, multiply x with 1000. So on. In this way we can multiply this. Here periodicity is 2. So we multiply the x with 100. We multiply the x with 100. Then the point goes after two numbers. Therefore 36.3636 so on. The number becomes 36.3636 so on because we multiply with 100. So the point put the point after 2 numbers. So the number becomes 36.3636. Then we put again x under this number. That is 0.3636 so on. Now we subtract these 2 numbers. Here is 100x, here is 1x. Then we subtract them. That is 99x. point, there is the 0, 0, 0, 0. Therefore, x is equal to 36 by 99. This is the fractional form of the non-terminating decimal of 0.36 bar. All of you understand this? All of you understand? This is the way how we transfer the fractional form of a non-terminating decimal. The fractional form of a non-terminating decimal. All of you understand this concept? Okay. All of you doing the many more examples like this, then get more practice. Then we get a good knowledge on this topic. Okay. Now I will give an assignment to you. All of you do the sums in exercise 1.2 and 1.3 also by this knowledge, by this topics. Okay. All of you doing the exercise 1. And 1.3 in our notes.
Now we saw an PPT of representation of rational number on number line. Here 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2 are the proper fractions. So they lies between 0 to 1. So we can represent it between 0 and 1 like this. And 3 by 4 and minus 3 by 4 is also a proper fractions. So they are also lies between 0 and 1. We are also represent this like in the picture. Here 5 by 4 is an improper fraction. So we can change it into mixed fraction. Then it lies between 1 and 2. So we represent it between 1 and 2 like in the picture. And minus 3 by 2 is also an improper fraction. So we can change it into the mixed fraction, and it is minus 1 and 1 by 2. So it is lies between 1 and 2. So we represent it like this. Now we saw an PPT of rational number between two rational numbers. By mean method, the between rational number of AB is A plus B by 2. In this way, the between rational number of 4 and 9 by 2 is 17 by 4. And the between rational number of 4 and 17 by 4 is 33 by 8. Another method, the between rational numbers of 4 and 5. Firstly, 4 and 5 written as 40 by 10 and 50 by 10. So, the between rational numbers of 40 by 10 and 50 by 10 is 41 by 10, 42 by 10, 43 by 10, so on. This is another method.
I will give an assignment. This assignment, all of you doing this assignment in your homeworks also. Okay? Represent 5 by 3 minus 5 by 3 on number line. The second sum is find the between rationals of 2 by 3 and 5 by 7. 2 by 3 and 5 by 7. Third sum is find the fractional form of 0.45 bar. Fourth one is write the period and periodicity of 2.56 bar. Okay, all of you write this assignment in your homeworks. Okay, all of you study well, doing many versions, practice the sums in our homeworks. Okay, thank you one and all for giving me this great opportunity.